Welcome back to In Your Neighborhood. Once Forks Farms started offering chickens for sale in 1992, local people began to congregate at the farm on Saturday mornings.
We'd process Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon they'd come to pick up fresh chicken. And then we thought, well, while they're here, I wonder if they'd like vegetables or something. So Todd had the idea, well, let's do a farm market and invite other local farmers that are growing without chemicals and kind of using sustainable methods. And then the farm market part grew.
This building and all of the grounds surrounding the barn are transformed by the many vendors who arrive for market day.
The market is a producer-only market, so the vendors that are set up here, you can talk and have a relationship with the person that bakes your bread or roasts your coffee or raises your veal or makes your cheese or
Goes to Alaska and catches your fish.
In fact, a couple of IYN friends, Wild for Salmon and Dutch Hill Soap Company, can be found at Forks Farm Market. The average American meal has traveled 1,500 miles before landing on your table. At Forks Farm Market, many of the products have only traveled a few miles or even a few hundred feet before you buy it. Building relationships with their customers and community is important to all of the vendors at the market.
Developing that relationship with the person that's growing your food, that what we're trying to promote.
Right.
Because then there's an honest discourse that happens between us, and you give me $1 and I give you a food, and then I take that $1 and I give it to another partner, and that $1 stays in that circle right within a few miles of our house. Whereas if you go down to Walmart and you're buying food from Walmart, you know, that food was grown 1,500 miles away, and that $1 goes out of your community.
The market is open the 2nd and 4th Saturdays, June through October.
we have music and we have people that cook food and self-cook food, and people come to market and they stay all day. And they'll go down to the campground, or they'll take their kids in and pat the animals, or they'll collect eggs, and we try to encourage that and put a face with your food and also develop a relationship with your farmer.
Forks Farm partners with many area farmers to produce, sell, and market their harvests.
We've grown in our market, we've done well with marketing, that we really need to partner with other farms. And that's been neat.
Because we don't want to get
bigger.
too big.
We're big as we want to get.
You can only do so much.
Some partnerships allow Forks Farm to focus on a single aspect of the production cycle.
All the blue tags are from Dave Egge's farm up in New Albany. And so he has a cow herd, and we buy his weanlings every year from him, bring them down here and graze them on our farm to fatten them on our forages. Mm-hmm. And so he concentrates on the birth side of things, and we concentrate on the finishing side.
Others allow Forks Farm to offer more variety without pushing their farm beyond its capacity.
We have Glenn Martin, who's a friend of ours down in Catawissa, and he raises the lamb for us.
Okay.
And that's all grass-fed,
But he does
no
the same,
chemical.
same idea.
Todd talking about the partnering, like, we didn't realize how important it was, and we totally do now, that we do partner, because that lets us grow and it gives us momentum. And when we form a partnership with someone, they bring on their family and their customers, and it just
Well, and there's no reason
grows
for these
together.
other people to reinvent the wheel either. If you've already got a kind of a standard customer base and a marketing thing that is working, that they can then work in with, as opposed to them trying to go out and spend the money to figure it out, to do, instead of pulling business away from one another potentially, you end up bringing it all together and everyone has a place to
so
sell
instead
their
of being our
product.
competitor, they're our
Right,
partner.
exactly, which I think is great.
And a lot of people don't like the marketing end. I mean, that's the last thing they want to do. If you're a farmer, you don't want to market. A lot of them love that they have that avenue, and we try to give as much credit as we possibly can. I mean, Glenn Martin grows our sheep, and Dina Zimmerman is partnering with us to grow pigs, and Phil Gladfelder partners with us to grow chickens. We try to constantly pull them in and use their names. I mean, we don't want to be just, it's
not
just
about
Forks
us, it's
Farm, it's
about
not John
a
and
food
Todd
system.
Hopkins. It's
Right.
our neighborhood.
We're starting to realize the value. We form relationships, and that's
It is, yeah.
what for Todd and I has been the unknown pleasure and profit of this kind of farming, was all the friends that we've made and the support we've gotten, and being humbled by what we do.
You will definitely want to plan to spend a Saturday at Forks Farm Market this summer. Visit their website, forksfarmmarket.com, for dates and directions. That does it for this episode of In Your Neighborhood. If you have a story idea for us, you can email it to us at IYN@ccnnews8.com. I'm Jennifer Wakeman. Thanks for watching.